Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Monday the 4th of October 2021. I've shuffled, so I will cut. Let's see what we've got. This is a Major Arcana reading. Temperance in the reverse. The Star. And Hermit in the reverse. Okay, now I'll be straight with you. I have already done a reading for today, but I had some technical problems. So rather than pretend otherwise, I have started all over again. The message I got from the previous one was that while things are on this day not necessarily particularly significant, there is a very, very important and powerful seam of karmic implication running through the day. And that's what I'm seeing here as well. Surprise, surprise. We've got Temperance in the reverse. This came out in the first reading in a different position, but it came out in the first reading, and I have shuffled, obviously, between the first one, the aborted one, and this one. Temperance in the reverse, the not handling of things. Okay, Temperance is about handling things. Look how she's handling that. She's completely still, completely engaged, and completely absorbed in this very difficult and subtle maneuver of moving this fluid from one vessel to the other. It's in the reverse. So we're not really on our game. I'm going to say that we're not really on our game. And it doesn't really matter today that we're not really on our game. We've also got the Hermit here. Quiet, contemplative, solitary, kind of self-examination. Again, in the reverse. So we've got these two cards of really being in a very sort of private space, very contained, both in the reverse. So we're not really at one with ourselves today, and that's fine. That's what I got from the other reading. The only thing to really check out is whether the little things that you're doing today are just or unjust, because the only card we got in the upright in the previous reading was the Justice card. Everything else was in the reverse. So I'm getting the same sort of message from this. We're not in a self-contained place. There's nothing really seemingly important going on, and yet it's all going on. Look at the reproduction here of the symbolism, the two vessels. Look what's going on here. It's contained. It's a closed circuit. We're on it. We're not spilling a drop. Here in the Star, in the upright, we've got so much that we're pouring it back into the source from which it came. We are invulnerable in our faith. It's faith, and it's knowing that where we are and where we have reached is right. So right that we don't even have to put any clothes on. We got nothing to cover up. We got nothing to hide. We're free. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful message. So there's this really interesting juxtaposition of what seems like a very banal and unimportant series of events on this day, and nothing really massive or evidently karmically important or significant happening this day, and yet there is this seam of spiritual power running through it in our favour, I have to say. If we can separate the banality of the day from the karmic truth of even something tiny, like knowing that you could pretend to your partner that you're running late and therefore you're not going to take the time to make them a cup of tea. And you know it's not true, but you can kind of get away with it. Even something as banal as that. Stay on the right side of it today. Stay on the right side of it, because all that tiny little seemingly harmless bad stuff does add up. It does add up, and it accrues over time like stains on our teeth. How lovely. Okay, Sun in reverse. Yeah, again, there's no huge kind of culmination of anything, no big contracts being signed, no big agreements being made, no big commitments being followed through on. It's banal. It's a banal day, but this matters. This star energy matters. It matters today that you behave in such a way that you are able to lay down at the end of the day and have faith and be true to yourself. That's what matters today. Nothing huge happening, as I say. It's those little things. That's what really counts. Yeah. Okay, the Hierophant in the upright. The rules, the spiritual rules, the moral rules, the code. This is a day to focus on your private, personal code and stay on the right side of it. Because while it may look like there's nothing going on, everything's going on. Last card. Okay. Devil in the upright. This was the card that culminated the weekend reading. Devil in the upright. What's gonna matter today is that you stay on the right side of your own predilections and weaknesses. That's what is really, really going to count today. And in a funny sort of way, as I say, it's a day where nothing's happening and everything is happening. And it's really important that you try, if you can, to create the space in this nighttime scene of the star in the upright here. Create the space to just give yourself the chance to check in with your own moral code and make sure that you're on the right side of it. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.